Hello students, good morning. Welcome you all to the introduction class of engineering graphics. The title of the subject that I am going to handle, I have written down here. It is engineering graphics and the subject code is 18 EGDL 15. This is definitely a new subject to all of you, and it is also a special subject. Special in the sense, if you consider a physics subject, you have got physics theory as well as physics laboratory, and both are considered as two different subjects entirely. Whereas this subject, engineering graphics, you will have theory as well as lab, but both are covered under one subject. That is the specialty of this subject. Some of you may not like theory, some of you may not like numericals, but this subject doesn't have theory. I mean, like what you study in other subjects like physics, chemistry, that type of theory you don't have. Similarly, you will not have any numericals also to solve. Then what do you have in this subject? You have got what is called sketching, and then you also have what is called drafting. So believe me, learning this subject will definitely be a fun to you. Suppose you are studying some other subject during night, you feel sleepy, immediately you can go to this subject, start doing the drafting or sketching. So let me tell you what is this sketching and what is this drafting. Sketching is nothing but the manual drawing. You will be using some instruments and making the drawings on a sketchbook. You will have to buy a sketchbook, an A4 size sketchbook. I'll be giving it later to you. And drafting is what you do using a software in a laptop or a desktop. Okay. So engineering graphics involves both sketching as well as drafting. Now, this being the introduction class, let me tell you how it goes on. Right now, we are not sure whether it is going to be an online class or an offline class. So I'll be, dealing with. I'll be telling you if it is an offline class, how does it go on, and if it is an online class, how does it go on. Both I will tell you. But before that, in this subject, you are provided with what is called VTU question bank, or some people call it as VTU primer. The university has made a book that is called as VTU question bank that carries 6 chapters, and each chapter is provided with 50 solved problems. So they are all given to you. So totally there are 300 solved problems in that question bank, and you are ensured that any problem given in an internal test or an external examination is only from this VTU primer. Okay, so it has been made quite simple to you. Okay, I repeat once again, you are provided with a VTU question bank, which is also called as VTU primer sometimes, and I am going to share a soft copy of that to you all. This will have 300 solved problems. Okay, but that book doesn't provide you any background of how to solve the problem and all. That will be taught to you in the class. Since the time does not permit to solve all the problems, what we have done is we have prepared what is called as CMRIT question bank. From that, I will also be sharing a soft copy of that to you all. And in this, we have made it consisting of 18 drawings. Okay, and each drawing will have around 3 to 4 problems, and all these problems will be solved in the instruction class or the theory class. Okay, now, as I told you, all are solved in the instruction class. Now let me tell you how the theory class will go on and how the laboratory class will go on. Let us take with the theory class. Theory class is also called as instruction class. So what do we do during your theory class? You will be given instructions how to make the sketching. Okay. So listening to the instructions, you will be making the drawings in the class itself. You are required to carry some instruments to the class. I'll be giving you what are the instruments to be bought, and then you will be drawing them using a sketchbook, in a sketchbook. So you need to buy what is called as sketchbook. So if you ask in the market, engineering graphics sketchbook, you'll be getting it. The sketchbook will be like this. On one side you will have a graph sheet, on the other side it will be a plain sheet. So whatever instructions are given in the class, you'll be writing down in the plain sheet, and the sketching will be done on the graph sheet. But make sure when you buy the sketchbook, the quality of the page is good, because if the quality is poor, drawings cannot be made properly. Okay, so when you are buying a sketchbook, please buy a book with good quality papers. Now I'll give you what are the instruments that you have to buy practicing this sketching. You will have to buy what is called as a rotoscale. A rotoscale, I will show you how it looks like. Yeah, this is a rotoscale. This is provided with a rotor, okay, and it is also provided with a protractor. Okay, the size of this scale is 16 centimeters. So you buy only this size, this is enough. You also have a bigger one in this, don't buy that. This will be useful especially if you have to draw parallel lines on your sketchbook. Okay. In case it is not available, you can also buy a small scale, that is enough. Okay. So that is one thing which you need to buy, a rotor scale or a small scale. Then you need to buy a drawing compass. Don't buy a regular compass, drawing compass in the sense you will get it with 0.5 mm leaded pencils. Okay, the compass with a pencil also will be provided in that. It will have 0.5 mm leads. Please buy that one. You also require a protractor. Protractor is required, and then you require 0.5 mm leaded pencils. I don't want you to use the wooden pencils. It's better that you use 0.5 mm leaded pencils, and you require an eraser also. So these are the instruments which you will be carrying to the class, and you will be doing the sketching part in the instruction class. Okay. So as I told you, whatever problems that you have in the CMRIT question bank, all will be taught to you in the class. In other words, the instructions will be given to you how to make the sketching, and you will be making them in the sketchbook. So this is what is done during the theory class or the instruction class. Then what will happen during the laboratory class? Let me tell you. Laboratory class. In the laboratory class, each one of you will be provided with a desktop, and then the software that we are using there is what is called as Solid Edge. We are using Solid Edge latest version in the lab, Solid Edge 2020. So this is the software that you use for doing the drafting. So whatever that you have practiced in the lab, okay, will be done during the lab using this software. In other words, you will be doing the drafting. After completion of the drafting, you will be taking a printout of that, and then that printout will be evaluated by your faculty. Okay. Now, this CMRT question bank is made common for the entire college. So all the faculty in whichever section you are will be, handling the same problems. The same will be done in the lab as well. So this is how the class will go on. The instruction class first, where you will be doing the sketching, and then the laboratory class next, where you will be practicing the drafting. You will be taking the printouts as well. Only thing what I suggest is, as soon as you complete the drawing, take a printout of that and preserve it with you. Even after evaluation, you are supposed to preserve all those sheets at home. Now let me tell you, whether it is an offline class, if it is an offline class, what is the procedure going to be? Let me talk about that. So if it is an offline class, which is unlikely during this semester, if it is an offline class, as I told you, during the class, you will be giving I'll be giving all the instructions to you in the class. I am going to handle the theory class for you. So you will be bringing the instruments to the class and you will be practicing the sketching. Normally you will have 2 theory classes in a week and 1 laboratory class. So just like what I have mentioned already, you will be going to the lab with this sketchbook and then doing the drafting in the lab. So this is the normal practice that the students do. Last semester what happened? I think we for about a month or so the classes went on offline. Then this COVID situation has arisen and lockdown period, we were forced to conduct the online classes. So for the remaining period we had conducted only the online classes. How the online classes went on, let me explain to you. So if it is an online class, how is it going to happen? The platform that we are using for the online class is Google Class, or it is called Google Meet. Okay. So through the Google Meet, I will be conducting the sessions, and we are using Google Classroom, okay, for uploading the videos and all. So what we do during the online class is, as I already told you, this has got 2 parts: the sketching, which is nothing but the manual drawings, and the second part is drafting, which you do on the software. So for the sketching part, I will be making the videos, and the videos will be shared with you through a YouTube link. The YouTube link will be uploaded to your Google Classroom, where you will have the access to that, and you can go through those videos any number of times you like. Okay. So that will give you a learning experience of how to make the sketching. Okay. So making use of those videos, you will be doing the sketching, manual drawings, then you will take a photo of that, a PDF copy of that will be uploaded to the Google Classroom. That will be evaluated by me, and then it will be returned to you with the marks that you have scored. Normally each drawing will be evaluated for a maximum of 10 marks. In case if I find any mistakes in that, then I will make my comment there that is the mistake that you have done, and it will be returned to you. You will have to make the correction and then submit it again. If there are no mistakes, then I will be awarding the marks and returning it to you, so you will know how many marks you have scored. So that is about the sketching part. So the sketching part is going to be done through videos. Okay. So now how to do the drafting part, the software, using the software. This is what I will be doing during the regular class. the live classes that are handled, I'll be doing only the drafting part using the software. Now this software, Solid Edge 2020, is freely available. Any one of you can download that. 2020 is freely accessible, students version. In case you have any difficulty downloading the software, you can approach me. I'll give you my instructor's number. He will assist you, to download the software, because that is essential for all of you. You have to have the software, because in the laboratory also, whatever is done during the theory class, you may not be able to practice all the problems due to lack of time. Maximum, even if it is an offline class, you get around 12 classes for the entire semester. So we may not be able to handle all the classes, all the problems in the laboratory. So you have to have the software at home, and you have to practice the remaining problems that you are not able to do in the laboratory. So this is how the online classes will go on. Okay, the sketching part will be taught through the videos, by uploading the videos. Then those things you will have to submit. Whatever is done in the video, you will have to submit in the form of assignments. Okay, so all those assignments I will be uploading in the Google Classroom itself. So I will have a record of all those assignments that you have submitted. Now here, let me tell you how we do the internal evaluation and how the external evaluation takes place. What do you mean by internal evaluation? If you take this subject, for example, any subject for your scheme, you have got what are called internal marks and then external marks. What are internal marks and what are external marks? Internal marks are awarded by we, the faculty, whereas external marks are awarded through an external examination. Now, what is the weightage, or what is the ratio? The ratio is 40:60. 40:60 is the ratio of internal and external marks. So the internal marks will be evaluated for 40, maximum 40 marks. External examination, normally it is conducted for 100 marks only, and then it will be reduced to 60. Okay. So this is how the marks are divided, 40:60. Now let me tell you how do we split these 40. As I told you already, you are going to make 18 drawings during the regular classes. So all those 18 drawings, as I mentioned already, each drawing will be evaluated for a maximum of 10 marks, and all these marks will be reduced to 24. If you make 18 drawings, 18 into 10, 180 marks will be reduced to 24. Then you will have 3 tests during the semester, T1, T2, T3. They are also called as IAT, Internal Assessment Test, IAT 1, IAT 2, IAT 3. And each test will be conducted for a maximum of 50 marks, and those marks will be finalized for 6. You have to take all the 3 tests, and we take the average of all the marks that you have scored in those 3 tests, and will be reduced to 6 marks. And finally, you will have a final test, which includes 100% of syllabus. All the syllabus that is covered will be included in the test, and those marks will be finalized for 10. So the total will be 40. So this is about the internal marks, 24 plus 6 plus 10, 40. This is about the internal evaluation. Now what is external evaluation? Last semester, there was no external examination conducted because of the lockdown and COVID situation. So this time, there are likely to be examinations. So if the examination is conducted, how is it conducted? The external examination will be for 3 hours duration. It's not like a theory subject, it's like a laboratory, like your physics lab or chemistry lab. You will have to do the sketching as well as the drafting in 3 hours duration. Now, what is the weightage given for the sketching and what is the weightage given for drafting? It is once again 60:40 there. 60% weightage is given for sketching. So sketching has got more importance. Under external examination, 60% weightage is given for sketching. So there will be 2 examiners in the examination. There will be one internal examination and one external examination who will come from other college. You will be asked to do the sketching first, which you will be doing in a booklet using your tools or the instruments. Once that is done, you will be allowed to go to the system using the software. That will carry a weightage of 40%. So more weightage is given for sketching here, manual drafting. And then you will practice it in the system and you will be taking out a printout of that completes the examination. So there is no specific time period allotted for sketching or drafting. Both put together you are given 3 hours. Some students are fast in sketching and some students are fast in drafting. Drafting is quite easy. Only thing what you have to take care is about the sketching. So you cannot afford to miss even a single class of theory, because it's not like other subjects. If you miss one class, next class you may find it difficult to follow. Whereas in drafting you don't have that problem. First 2 or 3 classes you will pick up how to execute the commands very fast. You are very good at that. Normally students are good at executing the commands. That will go on smoothly. Unless you have the knowledge with the sketching, you will not be able to implement it during the drafting. Okay, so you must take care of sketching. It's a very interesting subject. In fact, many students have scored 100 out of 100 in this subject. So you have got a very, very good scope, thereby you can improve your percentage as well. Okay. So, so that is about the introduction of this subject, how the classes will go on if they are online or offline, and how is it practiced. I have given an introduction. In my next video, I will be sharing what is the syllabus, how is it executed. Okay, I will be giving in my next video. So see you in the next video.